Alexa, volume down one. Grand Rising, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is to and for you. So I am really quick getting ready to do the Rising Wisdom to start your day, okay? Which is just a positive affirmation to get you along your day, start you on your day on a positive note, okay? Check the playlist section. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you are returning to my channel, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you. Your likes, shares, comments, subscriptions, gifts, super chats, and all of that. Okay? Much appreciated. All that I ask is that you keep it respectful on my channel. Don't disrespect anyone in my chats or on my channel, because we block people for that. Okay? Hey, Jason. Hello. So, if you are new here, visit the playlist section. Okay? Everything can be found in the playlist section for your convenience. I have 5 playlists. Only 3 show up publicly. Okay? Only 3. The other 2 are members only content, so they don't show up publicly. Unless I happen to do a public message that, is fitting for the playlist. But the on a positive note messages, all of those are in the members only content. Okay? Everything I do here is live. There's no pre-recorded anything. Okay, it's all live. All right. Good morning to you, Brian. How you feeling? Did you rest well last night? Because you was on here with us kind of late. You was on here with us kind of late. So, if you are new here and you don't know, I do a weekly prayer list. And I do the weekly prayer list because everyone needs genuine prayers. All right? I don't need to know your problem. I don't need to know your situation. I don't need to know any of that. I honestly don't even need to know your real name. I can use your YouTube handle or your YouTube name, okay? The only thing that you would do is just request to be put on my prayer list. All right? I am currently, I started the prayer list for this week on Monday. And that's going to go through Sunday, okay? And I'll close that one out and start a new one. That's just how I do them, okay? So, just the FYI. 30 minutes? Oh, you working too hard, honey. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well, darling. Absolutely, Jason. I'm going to put you on there right now, honey. Let me go back. Jason, I got you on the prayer list, honey. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do the positive affirmation for today. Later this evening, we will do the topic of discussion and insights. Okay. Um, this should be fun. Okay. No problem at all. So let's get the affirmation for today. Lord Uno, just pay attention. Why would somebody be jealous because you bald-headed? You trolling. Didn't I block you? Maybe they didn't block you the last time. But don't worry about it. I got you. We just had this yesterday. I'm going to tag that video below in the comment section. We just had this yesterday, so we not going to do that. Somebody need to be a little more spontaneous. For real. You got adventure at the bottom and calmness at the top. You ain't got to tell nobody what you're doing. Okay? You don't have to tell anyone what you're doing. You don't have to tell nobody about your trips you taking, what you planning. You don't have to tell anyone what you're doing. Okay? It's not their business. Let's see. Okay, what the? They just throwing cards around today. Be yourself. Work-life balance. Self-worth. Even if no one else sees or knows your worth or your value, you should know it. Okay? That's not up for anyone. It's not up to them to know it. It's for you to know. It's for you to understand, because that's where you set your limitations and boundaries. Okay? Be it at work or not. Okay? Maybe you need to set some limitations and boundaries at work. And they may not be respected or appreciated, but you still need to set them. Okay? You still need to set them. Respectfully, of course. If people don't like it, they just don't like it. If that means you have to move on, you just have to move on. But prepare accordingly. I don't recommend that you just move on and you don't prepare accordingly. Sometimes it takes a little planning ahead. You know, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Okay? Not just on the job. If you have any intentions on walking away. Okay? It could be work. It could be life. It could be anything. Just FYI. Prepare accordingly. Okay? Yeah. Appreciate who you are. So self-worth and self-value is knowing thyself. Okay? Knowing thyself. Knowing who you are. Being firm in who you are. Standing on who you are as an individual. And not letting anyone else dictate that for you. So just be mindful, okay? It's okay to take constructive criticism. Keyword, constructive criticism. There's a difference between constructive criticism, verbal attacks, disrespect, disregard, and miscommunication. I'm trying to keep it light, baby, because what? Southside Brawlin', what's going on? Blessed morning to you, honey. How you feeling? Where you been? How you feeling? But yeah, she said trust your plan. For real. Trust God's plan. God's plan should be your plan. All you got to do is pay attention. All you have to do is pay attention. Discern. Discern the energy you dealing with, energies. Discern the energy in the room. Discern people, places, things, however that may be. Discernment is key. and follow your intuition. Okay? If you follow your intuition and you trust what your inner voice is telling you, that inner God is speaking to you, that Holy Spirit is speaking to you, trust that, you will be all right. You will be okay. But you got to know that for yourself and within yourself to be able to trust it. Okay? I don't know. That was for somebody. Because first thing I heard that girl say on that song was, I trust your plan. I'm just saying. And if you planning accordingly, trust in the plans that you set for yourself. Take action on your plan. But if God intervene and throw in a little divine intervention, allow the divine intervention. Don't allow the not so divine intervention. That's called interference. Okay, that's called distraction, unhealthy distraction. Okay, there's a difference between distraction and divine intervention. Okay, discernment. Discernment. Use your discernment. Kemar Green, good morning to ya. Thank you for the floating heart, Southside Broadland. So, yes, discern. God gives us the gift of discernment for a reason. Use it. If and when necessary. It's always necessary, but use it. Okay? And if you're not, listen, let me tell y'all something, right? If you are not able to fully discern situations because of some type of manipulation, or you're not sure, you're uncertain for whatever reason, if you have strong faith and you consistent, you hear me? Consistent, because the first day of the year we had this conversation. Because it was about going into the year knowing how to pray, knowing how to meditate, knowing how to speak to God. Okay? So that was the beginning of the year. I did that for a very specific reason. Because I want y'all to know how to pray. I want y'all to know how to speak to God. I want y'all to know how to speak to your higher self. Okay? I want you to know how to connect to your higher self, your higher source. It's very important. Because y'all people be moving and grooving through life. And then you got to stop and think, who you communicating with when you pray? Is it consistent? Do your actions align with your prayers? Do you just pray and ask for things? Or do you pray and, how do you pray? What do you speak? Because it matters. I tell you all the time, God don't need you to list what you want and what you need in your prayer. God already know what you want and you need. Your ancestors are very much aware. The universe is very much aware. It starts from the mental. It starts from your thoughts. So it's very much known what you need and what you want. But before you get what you need and what you want, you're going to be tested. You're going to be sent through situations. You're going to go through things. That's crazy. Somebody getting ready to pass away. Y'all listen. Alexa, volume up 2. This is the third time I heard this song. I heard somebody singing it on social media last night. Between last night and right now, this is the third time I heard that song. That's Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. I'm going to explain that in a minute. Alexa, volume down 2. I'm going to explain that in a minute. But it just caught me so off guard. But, yeah, but you can't blame everything on the devil. You got to get your demons in check. For real. A lot of people give too much credit to the devil. And it's really just you not having your demons in check. You allowing yourself to be attacked. because either A, you don't know how to pray and protect yourself, or B, you keep getting caught up in things that are not for you. That's how we set ourselves back. It's not always the devil. It's not always something or somebody else. That's where self accountability comes into play at. Yes, there's people that do messed up things to us. There's people that try us in the most craziest ways. There's people that like to nitpick for no reason. People do this. But that's just the what they call the enemy, the devil, using his people to come at God's people. You feel me? You hear the horn? Is that's just how that's how that go. But that's okay. Cause when you strong in your prayer and you strong in your walk, can't nothing stop you. Can't nothing or nobody stop you but you. It's up to you. Quit giving the devil and all the quit. You, that's too much credit you giving. Too much credit you giving. All right. Hey George Lopez, Grand Horizon Enchanted Star. What's going on, love? So yeah, y'all, just self accountability. All right. Be accountable for your actions and what you speak over your life, because that's important also, because words hold significant power, very significant power. So you got to be mindful of how and what you speak over yourself, over your own life. Okay? What somebody else say, that's not important. What somebody else call you, think you are, or think of you is not relevant. It has nothing to do with you. I tell y'all all the time, what somebody else think don't have nothing to do with you. How do you think about yourself? How do you take action for yourself? What do you do for yourself? And then people be like, oh, well, you ain't supposed to be selfish and you are supposed to be selfish. It's called healthy selfishness. Okay? Because you got to take care of yourself and do for you before you can take care of anyone else or do for them. You got to put yourself first. Or what? Because if you don't and you a mess, what you gonna do? You can't do nothing for nobody. You can't be there for nobody. You can't support nobody. You can't. There's nothing there. You're an empty vessel. You're empty. So what you gonna pour emptiness into emptiness? That don't make sense. You gotta keep your cup full. I tell y'all that all the time. Keep your cup full. You should never have to pour out your cup for another. Never. Your cup should be full all the time. You should be pouring into yourself all the time. Enough to where people can get something out your cup, but you ain't got to tip your cup. Your cup, your overflow, the overflow drip, as I call it. If you're new here, you might not have heard about the overflow drip. Okay? So let me explain really quick. The overflow drip is you not pouring out your cup. You pouring into yourself. And you allowing your cup to stay full. And you letting others catch that overflow. That outpour of your cup. They catching the overflow drip. That's the overflow drip. You let them catch that. Because that's still good. Your cup overflowing is that drip is still good for others. But when you pouring out your cup and you constantly doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and speaking and doing and speaking and doing, and your cup dried in the mud. Your cup dry. It need to be replenished. It need to be rejuvenated. It need to be refilled. But you steady trying to pour out this dry cup. I'm trying to stop cussing. You can't pour out no dry cup. You know how many people die from trying to pour out their cup? I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do that. I was one of them people that listen, that almost died trying to pour out of a dry cup. A cup that ain't had nothing in it. But I'm steady. I can do it. Okay, I can. No. I bet I won't now. I bet I won't. I will never, ever again. I vowed that to myself and God years ago. And no, people didn't like it. I was called selfish. I was called funny acting. I was told I think I'm better than everybody. I think in no way, shape, form, fashion, ever whatsoever. Never. But these are things I've been told since I was a kid when I ain't had nothing and didn't have nothing as an adult and was still told this stuff. And I'm like, dang, I'm just me. Like, why? That shouldn't bother you. But it bothers people. But that's you pour into yourself. You don't pour out your cup. Okay? Don't pour out your cup. Let them catch the overflow drip. Okay? Yeah, Jason, pour some of that love back into yourself. Cause that cup of water, I hope your cup full of water, baby. I hope that cup is full of water. Okay? Cause that water is your flow of abundance. That's your flow of emotion. That's your flow of feeling. That's your flow of love. That's your flow of prosperity. That's your flow of genuineness and compassion. That's your flow. So when your cup get dry and things get dry in your life and your life start to dry up, ask yourself, are you pouring into your cup? Are you refilling, replenishing, and rejuvenating your cup? What's your cup looking like? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that the next time you get ready to pour into somebody. Ask yourself what your cup look like first. Okay? It's okay to tell people no. Those who love you and respect you is going to respect your no. They're going to appreciate your no. Because more people need no than they may think they do. They wouldn't even think how much they need to hear no. But that no is going to be what push. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Hey, baby Bubba. I remind you of someone I know. I get that a lot. But yeah, y'all. I ain't even read the affirmation yet. Lord, what's going on? But I'm going to tell y'all that song, and I said, hold on, I'm going to explain that in a minute. So, that song by Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. So, I told y'all I heard that's the third time I heard that song between last night and right now. And it that song make me think about death. And why the song makes me think about death is because it was sang at my grandmother's funeral for my grandfather. And this was when I was a kid, a teenager. And every time that I've heard that song since then, someone passes away. If I hear it repeatedly over and over again, it's giving me somebody close to you is getting ready to pass away, or someone you know or are affiliated with is getting ready to pass away, or just passed away. That's what that song gives me every time. But when I first got on here, I was listening to Tombstone by Rod Wave, and when it first came on, I don't it the energy, and it never do that. Not that Tombstone ain't never gave me a death energy, even though we know the with the song, if you don't know, if you know, you know. But it's never gave me death energy. But for whatever reason, I felt a strong presence of death. So that's what made me say that when that Whitney Houston song came on. Because I felt it again. But it caught me so off guard. And I had stopped. But yeah, you know, just because I don't do readings anymore, it don't mean my spiritual gifts leave my person. You feel me? I'm still who I am. I can't help that. Yeah. So, that's what that gave me. But literally every time, um, like when my dad passed, I told you I didn't even know my dad passed away. I didn't even know he passed away when he passed away. I didn't find out until a week before his birthday. He passed away in April. I found out in September. And that was because my sister didn't tell me, so I didn't know. But I kept hearing that song, and I recorded it. I posted it. I remixed it because I wanted to remove the energy of death for me from that song. So I posted a video on my channel with me redoing that song, remixing that song. But it kept it coming up in my energy. My brother passed away June 29th. And this all the same year. My dad, my brother, and my mom passed away. My brother passed away June 29th. I kept hearing the song around the time he passed away. And I kept recording it. I kept speaking on it. Some of these recordings I didn't post, and some of them I still have. But then when my mom passed away, me and my son we both knew she was getting ready to pass away. I kept saying, I need to go see my mom. And he asked me days before she passed away, he was like, you talk to Granny? And I was like, no, I need to go see her. I just said I need to go see her. Literally, I said it minutes before he came in there. So around the time my mom passed, I kept hearing that song. And then the song I heard, um, when I got right before I got the call about her passing away, was what's that girl name? The song where what is it, Janelle Monet or something like that? Alexa, play On My Mama. Victoria Monet. That song On My Mama by Victoria Monet. I heard that song right before I got the call about my mom passing away. But right then I was like, dang, I need to go talk to my mama. Because the last time I saw my mama, we heard that song. And she was like, yeah, she made my mama was funny. She a Gemini, but she was hilarious. But yeah. So every time, it's not just them three. It's every time. When my sister best friend passed away and I got that news, I heard all that. I heard that song around that time. My the person I used to be married to, when his best friend passed away, I heard that song that whole time. So it's like it's for years though. It's been like that for years since I was a teenager. Every time I hear that song, if I hear that song more than 3 times, somebody about to pass away. Every time. Every time. But it be something connected to me for some reason. But I guess that's my grandmother's way of or my grandfather's. way of, because I always see their birthdays. 9/38, 7/38. I always see both of their birthdays. It never fails. I see they either their years, their days, or months put together somehow which way when somebody about to pass away. But I've been seeing my grandfather and my mom's birthday and my mom's death day, which is October 23rd. And I've been seeing 10/23, which is that 0123. If you know, you know. If you don't, but but I've been seeing that 10/23, 5/31, which is her birthday, 5/31, May 31st, and uh 31/64. But I keep seeing her year, her day of birth, and her death day. I keep seeing it. My grandfather's too, but my grandfather always, he stay in my energy. But him and my son got the same birthday. He used to be crazy about my son. Oh, that's my baby because we got this. Crazy Virgos. Crazy Virgos. My papa was my baby though. And they did him so dirty. Did that man so dirty. That's crazy. I keep seeing 419 too. And the number 27, but that's my, I'm telling you, I keep seeing the number 27 and 727. 727, the number 27, I'm talking about keeps showing up everywhere. I'm all over the place. Billboard, every time I'm somewhere, I see the number 27. But, okay, let me. Oh, that's interesting, Enchanted Star. That's my grandmama's birthday. 26. Baby Bubba, you said that song chokes you up. I used to, you know what's crazy? I love singing Whitney Houston songs because it's a challenge. You know, I love a good challenge, but it's a voice challenge for me. So I love singing her songs, and I be wanting to sing that song so bad. I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I tried to, and then I posted that video of me redoing the song. Baby, I'm telling you, it be rough. Hey, Primo. Thank you for dropping them jewels, honey. Yeah. And you know what's crazy, Enchanted Star, that on my mama's song, it was before my mom passed away. It was like months and months before she passed away. And I remember I was doing readings at the time. And I think that's when around the time I stopped using tarot cards in my readings. And I remember saying, I need to check on my mom. I need to go see my mom in the middle of me doing the readings because she kept popping up in my energy. And I remember doing a reading and she kept showing up in the readings. Her energy was heavily present in the readings, and I wasn't saying it, but I could feel it. And all I kept saying was, I need to go see my mom. And that song came on in one of them readings. But if I'm not mistaken, it was the same song I predicted her death in. I mean, it was the same reading. The song was playing in the same reading I predicted my mom's death, if I'm not mistaken. It was either that one or the one when I predicted my dad's death or my brother's. I don't remember. But that's what made me want to end doing readings. But God was like, you gotta wait. You started it, so you're gonna have to go out the course. So that, yeah, predicting their deaths was a lot to take. Good morning to you, famous edits. What's the voice challenge, Brian? Give me one. Good morning to you, Sean Capri. I'm gonna read the affirmation, y'all, cause we been on here over 36 minutes. I ain't read the affirmation yet. Lord, telling you. You know what's even crazier? And y'all know I ain't did readings. It's we approaching a year since I done readings, right? But the last set of readings I did, the situation I just dealt with, the situation I went through last week is in the readings. Ain't that crazy? Cause I wasn't thinking about no readings or nothing. And I got home and someone was like, go look at your old readings. And I put it off, kept putting it off, kept putting it off. And you know when spirit wants you to get your butt up and do what they telling you to do, they gonna be on you, on you, on you. And I kept putting it off, kept putting it off. I'm like, I don't feel like watching no readings. So I went back. I ended up going back to my old readings. And I looked at 2 of them. I couldn't even look no more. Because I was like, what the... I'm talking about to a T. Everything, the people involved. And you know what's crazy? Enchanted Star, you might remember because you've been with me for a while. When I used to get names, right? This was a few years ago. I used to do readings on names that would come to me, that I would be given. They would come to me in my dreams. It would come to me just randomly. And I write them down. And I used to give the names when I would do the live readings. I used to give the names of the people. As I get the names, I would give them and do readings on these names because that's what I was guided to do and how I was guided to do it. But, man, and I couldn't make this stuff up. The only people that would know would be me and the people involved if I chose to show them my readings. But I'm telling you, I know it blow people. That's why I closed my readings out and removed them. Because I know it blow people when they was watching my readings and they'll see, dang, that really happened. But she said that a year ago. She said that 6 months ago. She said that 9 months ago. She said that 2 years ago. But that really just happened. That's exact. I'm telling you, it'd be crazy because it blows me. And it's crazy because I understand it. I have a strong understanding of it. However, when the stuff play out and unfold, baby, listen. Crazy. Okay, Jason. Have a great day. I hope you get the job you deserve. Absolutely. I hope you find the position you deserve. In Vogue, part of me. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Alexa, play Part of Me by In Vogue. You know one of my favorite songs to sing? Brownstone, If You Love Me. The acapella version, I love that version of that song. Loved it. That's one of my favorite songs to sing. And what's that song by Keisha Cole? I'm like a fire. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the song. Sent from heaven. I do love that song. I love that song. Love, definitely one of my favorite songs to sing. But that ended up being one of my favorite songs to sing because that was my brother's favorite song. The first brother I had that was killed, that was his favorite song, Love by Keisha Cole. He used to walk around singing it all the time. And it was like the only way I could not hear him singing it was for me to sing it. So I started singing it, walking around singing it. Good morning to you, James. Oh, I like that song. Pardon me, Brian. That's I like it. It's playing. Um Another song I love singing is Allure, All Cried Out. And Lately by Divine. That's why I was so hyped when he asked me. Who asked me that? um Ray Ray. Ray Ray had asked me to play that song, talking about you don't know nothing about Divine lately. You crazy. That's my song. My song. A classic throwback that not many know about. Yeah. I like throwbacks. Let me read the affirmation, y'all. I keep saying that because I do have stuff to do. I got a lot to do while I'm playing. Okay, be yourself is the affirmation that came out, right? Self-worth at the bottom and work-life balance was at the top. It says, each person is unique and certainly nobody is perfect. We gain strength and confidence from accepting who we are and not letting our imperfections dominate our self-perception. Act naturally. The true love and affection we get from others is always based on the things we really are, not anything we pretend to be. Got that? Okay. So just know when you're not truly, authentically being you, and people just loving on you and they like, oh, you such a da 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 da. It's fake. That's fake love. That's fake love. That's fake appreciation. That's fake gratitude. It's fake. It might not be fake on their end because they could genuinely be expressing this to who they think you are or who what they perceive you to be. All right. However, the only time you're really truly being shown genuine love is if you're genuinely being who you are authentically. Okay. True to you. Be true to self. Okay? Okay. I'm going to read the affirmation. It says, I am happy to be me. I am at peace with my imperfections. Okay? Asha, you hear the notification. I'm saying no. Okay? Be at peace with yourself and who you are. Be grateful for who you are. I tell y'all all the time, there's something uniquely special about all of us. Everyone has a unique quality about them. It's up to you to find it. It's up to you to embrace it. It's up to you to accept it as who you are. All right? If you don't like who you are, build a better you. Okay? It's all right. Build a better you. Oh, time. That's my song. That is my song. And good morning to you. Hello, Philip Stone. Hey, Dr. Jonathan, how are you? And good morning to you. Alexa, play I Need You to Survive by Hezekiah Walker.
Here's I Need You to Survive by Hezekiah Walker and the Love Fellowship Choir on Amazon Music.
Yes, that's my song. Alexa, volume up too. My favorite gospel song to sing is You Are by Kirk Franklin. I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs ever. Ever. Yeah. And Rain on Me. All the old Kirk Franklin music. I'm telling you. The New Nation days and all that. I'm telling you. I love the song Black Butterfly by Sounds of Blackness. That's my song. Um, what's the song? Let me see if I can find it. I can't even think of it. But it's by Tasha Cobb Leonard, because she married now. Oh yeah, Fill Me Up by Tasha Cobbs. That's one of my favorite songs to sing. And I'm trying to find the other one. For Your Glory. That's what it is. And she got this song called Your Spirit with her and Kiera Sheard. Baby, listen. I love singing that song. You need me. Yeah. Denise Williams got a song, Black Butterfly. I did not know that. The only one I know about is The Sounds of Blackness. They got a song called Optimistic, too. Oh, you said that. That's so crazy. Oh, come on now. You don't know nothing about that addictive love. Time, quit playing with me. You know what? You so Detroit. It don't make no sense. I don't even know why I'm. Because I know. I know better. Yes, that's my song. That addicted love. Yes, girl. Listen to Black Butterfly by Sounds of Blackness. I'm telling you, that's my song. Oh, and let's not forget Yolanda Adams, baby, because we can't forget Miss Adams. We can't forget her. She got a lot of songs I love to sing. Hello, Jake Lotto. Yeah, I'm only 39. I ain't that old. It's just my soul is just up there. My soul is old. Very old. Very, very old. Alexa, volume up too. The song I love singing by Yolanda Adams is I'm Gonna Be Ready. That's my favorite song by Yolanda Adams. I'm Gonna Be Ready. That is my song. That's been my favorite song since never mind. That's between me and God, baby. Donnie McClurkin, we fall down. Yes, Reese. I'm telling you. Okay, it's here to start. I'm telling you a few times. You said optimistic is your anthem. And it's crazy. I was just telling that story about me going to visit my grandmother in Michigan at the cemetery a couple months ago. It was in October or November. It wasn't the last time I visited her, but it was the time before that. And I saw a black butterfly when I seen them hummingbirds. Cause I was y'all listen. Alexa, play Black Butterfly by Sounds of Blackness.
Black Butterfly by Sounds of Blackness on Amazon Music.
Alexa, volume down too. But that song popped in my mind when I seen that butterfly. It was one black butterfly flying with two white butterflies. And I was like, oh my. Then I seen a yellow butterfly. I said, oh my God. I was out there too excited in the cemetery. But it's that daggone cemetery so freaking big, and the it looked the same, but I had put in a request for them to clean up my grandmother's her plot. I wanted them to clean it up and stuff and pull her tombstone up out the ground. Cause the last time before they did it, I couldn't find her plot. It wasn't easy for me to find it. So I'm like, I talked to the people. They did everything for me. I was so happy. I'm talking about when I seen it, I hit the ground. I just dropped to my knees and was crying because I was so mad I couldn't find it. The time before that, never enchanted star. Yes, Reese's. I'm telling you. And she buried with her mom, with my great grandmother. So I was like, I was so happy. I'm talking about I was so happy. And I just sat out there, prayed. I had a friend with me, which I don't take no, I ain't never, do you hear me? I don't go to the cemetery with nobody, not a soul. Ain't never, never. The only time I went to a cemetery with somebody was with my kid's dad to visit his mom. That's the only time. And I go visit her all the time because she close. So I visit her all the time and clean up her plot and stuff. But mm-mm, mm-mm. I was too happy. I don't take nobody with me or none of that. Never. Especially not to see that grandmama because, baby, listen. That grandmama and great grandmama, whoo, Lord, they don't play. They don't play no games. They don't play no games. Big steppers. So yeah, I was so happy. Then I turned around and the person standing behind me praying. I said, that's crazy. But yeah, they let me know I let the right person go with me. For whatever reason, I was guided to take the person out there with me, and I do not do that. Never. So look, let me tell y'all something, because me and this person had this conversation. But I want to tell y'all something. Alexa, volume down too. Brian, who's scared of the cemetery? You know how oddly comfortable I sit in a cemetery? I ain't never been scared of no cemetery. I sit in the cemetery all the time and very comfortable there. Very comfortable. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's something God put in me that allowed me to be that comfortable. Anywho, um, but I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? Cause you know, when people pass, people tend to often y'all want to pour out liquor and pour out this and pour out that. But if you ever pay attention to how bars and clubs and stuff, it say spirits. Some of them say spirits because liquor and alcohol are spirits. These are demonic spirits, okay? And you don't have to listen to me, but I'm going to give y'all some game, okay? These are spirits. So when you pour out alcohol and liquor, it because this was your person's, and no shade, because when I was younger and I didn't know no better, and when my brother got killed, I went and bought a whole bottle of Hennessy, and I didn't even drink Hennessy. Went and bought a whole bottle of Hennessy and poured it out, because that's what we did when we was younger, right? Okay, we thought that was the thing to do. However, with me knowing better spiritually, now I will never do that. Never. I never do that. Never, ever, ever will I take an alcoholic beverage and pour it over my people's grave sites, or where they were killed at, or where they lost their life at. I will never do that. What I do, however, is I take fruits, vegetables, things that they like, things that they, you know, just things that they enjoyed, that things that uplift. You know how you present in this life and you enjoy receiving things that uplift your spirit, that build you up, that make you feel good, that gives you joy, that brings you happiness. You do the same thing for your passed on loved ones when you go visit them at the cemetery, so on and so forth. You want to uplift the positive, the good, the positive, the good. That's energy. Okay? You're putting out energy, and you're awakening spirits, but you awaken demonic, low vibrational, negative spirits when you use demonic things to pour out and awaken these spirits. So you got to be careful. So even if you're someone who will attempt to awaken a demonic spirit to say attack someone else, you better be mindful, because that spirit might just come back and attack you. Okay? So you just got to be careful, because dead people don't like nobody. So you kind of got to be nice, you know? But you don't pour out liquor and alcoholic beverages for nobody you love and care about, or at all. You awaken the low vibrational demonic spirit. FYI. Just a heads up. Take them some fruit, some vegetables, some things that they like, enjoy, that make them happy, outside of things that attack the body, things that attack the mind, things that attack your spirit, things that attack your soul. Just be mindful, okay? Because when you do that, you awaken the low vibrational energy that they carried, the demonic spirit and energy that they carried. And if they were already chaotic and they were already a handful, just imagine. Just imagine you awakening that spirit and the type of chaos that spirit could cause. Okay? Just be mindful. So, yeah. Absolutely, it's real, Reese's. I'm telling you. It's real. Oh yeah, deliver me. What's his name? With Leandra. What's his name? Who with her on that song? It's somebody with her on that song. But the Exodus song, "Deliver Me." This is my Exodus. Yes, that's my song. I love singing that song too. So, yeah, your big mama tell you that time. I'm telling you, you pray. You pray. You know what I do? I'm gonna just a little brief of what I do. Not everything, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit of what I do. I go visit my people. When I visit my people, I pray for them. I pray for their spirits. I pray for their souls, just as I do for myself and my children and the people that I love, right? The people in my circle. I pray for their spirits, their souls, their hearts, their minds, and their bodies, right? I pour out water Just how I drink my Fiji water, I pour the same, a whole bottle. Yes, I use a whole liter of water. Just how I will pour that into myself, I pour that, a whole liter of water, Fiji water. You ain't got to use Fiji water. That's just the water I drink. That's my preference. Okay. But I pour out that water. I cleanse the space. I pray over the space. I pray over the area. I cleanse the area before I put down any fruits, vegetables, or anything, okay, that is pure. All right. And I laid out their fruit. I lay out their vegetables. I lay out my great grandmother. She was a cook. Imagine that. She was a cook. Okay. So I take certain spices and, stuff like that, certain spices and herbs for her, and certain vegetables and fruits for her, but also for my grandmother and other people. Is certain type of cakes. If your people like cakes and cookies and stuff like that, go lay some on their grave site. Lay some on where they passed away at. If they was cremated and they don't have a grave site, put something in the area of where they passed away, where their spirit left their body. Okay? Show gratitude, express love for that person, for that individual. Okay? Because their spirit is going to live on. Determining how their spirit lives on is determined by how either they passed away and whomever is involved in them passing away, if anyone. Okay? Because some of these spirits be lost. And that's how, you know, years ago, I talked about on my channel the transfer of spirits and how that goes. So I ain't going to jump into it. We may talk about that in the future, but we ain't going to jump into it right now because I don't have time. I see the 1023 as I'm talking about spirits, baby. Listen. I see the 1023 enchanted star. Oh, that's hilarious. But I'm telling y'all, feed your people. Okay, pour into your people's spirits. Pray for their spirits. Pray for their souls, just as you would do for yourself. Okay, because you don't want your people to be a lost spirit out here. Because spirits wander. They wander until they find a vessel. Okay, they wander until they find somebody, and don't let them be upset. Because if they find a low vibrational vessel to jump into, that's chaos and destruction. Chaos and destruction. And people be so quick to be like, oh, that person out their mind. They out their mind. They could very much be in their mind. It's just the type of spirit they might be dealing with. Okay? So, FYI. Yeah. If you new here and you don't know, I used to do readings. And like I said earlier, just because I don't do readings anymore, don't mean I lose my spiritual gifts. Because I'm still very much in tune with who I am as an individual. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically, you know. And that's it. My gifts are what they are. And I will never use them for nothing bad. I could, but I never want to cause damnation to my own soul. Never. I love the spirit I carry. I love my soul. It's beautiful there. It's beautiful there. So I'm going to forever treat people how I want to be treated. Because at the end of the day, I know you're going to have to deal with God. I know you're going to have to deal with my ancestors. And some of them ain't so nice. Some of them ain't nice at all. Never. Some of my passed on loved ones and the ones that watch over me, they ain't so nice. Not all of them. I'm telling you. I chose to heal from a lot of pain, but I come from a lot of destruction. I chose to heal from a lot of pain, and I come from a lot of destruction. That's why when people be trying to scare me with they demonic tactics, that don't work. That don't work on me. Cause I grew up with the devil, baby. I grew up with demons. I was raised by them. That don't work on me. I chose to step into and grow in my light. There's a difference. It's a difference. Some of that stuff might work on some people. But people who come from that, who grew from that, and you may not know it looking at them on the surface level. Because you like, dang, they beautiful. Dang, they this. They do that. They do this. But you don't know what they come from. You don't know what they grew from. You don't know their endurance. So you got to be mindful. You don't know who you might be around, speaking to, entertaining, or on what level they've had to grow. So you got to be careful, especially if they walk with God. Got to be more careful. I'm just saying. Y'all, I gotta go. I got stuff to do, and I'm just sitting here running my mouth. Yes, you will learn a lot. You will learn a lot. Life will teach you a lot. It's a huge lesson. But are you willing to learn? And do you apply it in the ways that it makes you better and help you grow? Some people do, some don't. Oh yeah, Enchanted Star. The guilt trip thing, that be hilarious to me. That don't work on me either. You can't guilt trip me or none of that. None of that. You can't throw my past in my face. You can't throw nothing I've been through in my face, and then I ain't gonna feel no type of way about it. You would embarrass yourself by doing that. Cause my response to it, I'm telling you, it ain't no, I speak my truth and I stand on what I say, because not ever will you get an opportunity to blackmail me, or not ever will you get an opportunity to say I'm a liar and it be true. Because I'm gonna start pulling out receipts with facts. I stay to myself. I mind my business. I drink my water and I stay in my prayer. Don't bother me, because I don't bother nobody. I do gotta go, because it's y'all. Hey, Norma. Y'all, I gotta go. I'm gonna see y'all later. Come join me later this evening, okay? Because we got some scriptures to go through, so I can break some stuff down and explain some stuff to y'all. So, definitely come visit me later. Hit the notification bell, and I'll see y'all later, all right? Be blessed, nothing less. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make it beautiful. You create your own joy. You create your own happiness. Make your day beautiful. All right? I'll talk to y'all later. I love ya. I appreciate y'all. In a minute.